Yeah, I don't know how I remember how to use this thing, bro. It's crazy. This thing on, it definitely is, but we are back. Wow. Ladies and gentlemen, we're alive. It's been a little bit, you know what I'm saying? I'm sorry we didn't return the calls, texts, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, Papa's home. We're here. You know what I'm saying? Your 3 podcast fathers are in the building. That means No Cooldown is back, ladies and gentlemen. Yes. After a nice little, all right, it was probably a little cool down. I ain't gonna lie. Vacations, conventions.
It literally was a vacation. Every single one of us actually went.
Bro, in succession. In succession, we each had a vacation. Like, it was actually very, very serious. I didn't clock it either, but like literally, it was like when into you, into me, and then it was a lot of stuff. We've been out the loop a little bit, but we're back now. That's what matters. We are back. No Cooldown has returned to bless your eardrums with some beautiful podcast content. And you know what I'm saying? I'm that man, Tripp. You know, I do things, a lot of different things on the internet, and I try to do them with a smile, but you know what I'm saying? It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? It just depends on the day you catch me. But more importantly, I'm here with my podcast partners in crime. First and foremost, this man's operating on 3 caffeinated drinks. He is ready to take on the world, run through a brick wall, and fight SpongeBob underwater in the next hour. He is King VIII, aka Kai. What's happening, dog?
Oh, we are good. We are good. We're on full force. So let's get episode 73.
Bro, this motherfucker, he's ready to punch through a wall right now. I'm telling you, like at any moment's notice, bro. Oh my goodness. And my other podcast partner in crime, of course, he might be one of the most unluckiest convention goers I've ever seen in my life, but he is the incomparable, the wonderful, the absolute killer, known as When Easy in the building. What's going on, man?
What's up, y'all? I've tested positive for COVID, but negative for any positivity. I'm here to rip apart every single one of these topics.
Miss Rona got him in a headlock, and by default, by proxy, he's ready to just terrorize our topics even more today. And it's oh my goodness. In any case, I'll tell you what you need to terrorize, folks. People listening at home, y'all need to terrorize that star rating and the share button. Make sure you go rate this podcast 5 stars on all these audio podcast platforms. Again, Spotify for podcasts, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Stitcher Radio. You know what I'm saying? Everywhere available. Also, youtube.com/@NoCooldown and all of the audio platforms and all the social platforms at No Cooldown Pod, at No Cooldown Podcast on TikTok and on Instagram. Yeah, we're all over, man. And the clips will be coming back in full force, man. I see how they started to promote stuff. I see YouTube. You know what I'm saying? I see YouTube with that shorts push again. What's going on, dog? We see you. And yeah, so we're going to be pushing shorts a lot more. Again, just going to catch up with everything. Yeah, we've been out the loop a little bit, but it's time to catch up. There's a lot of stuff that we, again, missed, are seeing in real time, and have yet to come in this final push towards the wild months of the year, the months we've been anticipating, the championship rounds for 2023 and just this crazy gaming year so far. But without further ado, we got some stories to tell about, so let's talk about it. Are y'all ready?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Hey, man, without further ado, let's get to it, man. First, let's start off with a really, really cool story, a really decent story. We got the reveal, the information, the news drop that legendary voice actor Keith David will assume the role of Commander Zavala in the Destiny universe after, of course, the untimely passing of the great Lance Reddick. So yeah, just wanted to run through it, and I can throw it. I'll throw it to Kai first. How do you feel about just Keith David getting appointed and him being in the role of Zavala now?
I can't lie. When I read that, because I've never really thought about that voice getting replaced. But I read that and I was like, yo, whoever decided to go for that casting, they got it. I can't lie. It's a pretty good like takeover, I'll say.
Mm-hmm.
Is it like in the game currently?
Nah, he's gonna be in the next. It's gonna be the next DLC drop, and then everyone from that point, he'll take over the voice for that stage. But yeah, and as one of the more, again, avid Destiny players, once upon a blue moon, how was you feeling about the switch?
No, I think it's a really good pick. Honestly, it's one of the few voices that is so commanding as Lance. It's one of those like voices that you hear and you automatically know who it is. A really good pick. I wish it wasn't Zavala, but this isn't the first time Destiny has switched out a voice actor, and we've gotten used to it. So like, I think it's okay. But I would have loved to have Keith David in it while Lance was alive. But you can't have everything, unfortunately.
Yeah, that's tough. But yeah, again, if you had to pick anybody to again be a replacement for Lance Reddick, Keith David's a pretty good damn pick. I'm not gonna lie, man. Like to give a role justice and honor, Keith David, you know what I'm saying? He's one of the GOATs of this, bro. Again, like my man's done damn near everything, man. Anderson from the Mass Effect series, so many different roles in gaming. That's just the one that sticks out to me most. But again, gaming, TV, movies, my man's been everywhere. My man was Agent Cody Banks, shutting it down. You know what I'm saying? So he's a legend in every sense of the word, and I think this is a very fitting, you know what I'm saying, succession plan for Zavala. I think Keith David's going to do him justice, and I
don't think anyone can really be mad at this. I think it's actually quite a solid decision.
100%. I think the role's in good hands, but yeah, man, it just brings you back to, you know what I'm saying, it would have been dope to have both of them in the universe at the same time, but you know what I'm saying, as always, you know what I'm saying, rip to the legend Lance Reddick, but you know, I'm just glad that at least it felt like there was good consideration behind what was next for this role if there needed to be a next, so I'm happy with that. 100%, man. All right, sliding right through. Listen, man. Yeah, listen, it's been like a month since we've been away, so forgive us if, you know what I'm saying, we're getting slow to it, but some things just don't change no matter how long you're away, and Fortnite still is killing it with collaborations, bro. They don't miss not once, not one time, bro. JJK just popped up out of nowhere, and they got the whole official collaboration. They had the skins, they had the whole power up, they had the whole hollow purple. So I saw somebody on a bike doing a whole, you know what I'm saying, the whole hollow purple joint. Like, it was crazy. This whole JJK Fortnite collab has been out for a little bit now. Listen, man, how do you feel about it?
Honestly, I think it's really sick. I think Ace play a little bit of it. It's pretty dope. I didn't expect them to do JJK so fast, but I think I always say that about JJK. I always kind of underestimate how popular the show is. But definitely super dope to see. And honestly, I feels like no anime is really off the table for Fortnite. Yeah,
it's over. I feel like once they cracked the Dragon Ball barrier, I feel like anything is possible now. Like, at least in the anime sphere, because I'm like, that's gonna take a lot of hurdles to get to them, to be real. And I feel like I know what you're saying as well. Like, okay, JJK might have been a little bit too, like, it maybe just early. It didn't, like, it's not like a Naruto where it's like been established for years. But if something's hidden and the money's right, listen, you gonna see that damn skin and backpack bling. I tell you that much. If the deal is good, you gonna see Fruits Basket. You gonna see everything in that joint, bro. Next up, we going Assassination Classroom, bro. I need to see a squid all over the map on the moon and coming back down to the ground, bro, in like 10 seconds. I need that. So listen, they just don't miss. What do you want me to say? What do you want me to say? That this is a bad collab? No. Every collab was a good collab. I seen them put another skin out today with WWE superstars. I saw Becky Lynch and what's her name, Sasha Banks. Not Sasha Banks, Bianca Belair. They was right there just with the whole skin. I could gun somebody down with Bianca Belair and then do the hair twirl. Nah, son, this game is goated. I am sorry that I said the comments I said way back in 2019 when the build mode was crazy and nothing was really going on. I was unfamiliar with the game. The plan was very unbeknownst to me. I'm sorry, but Kai,
I was unfamiliar.
Facts, bro. I put my hands up. But Kai, how you felt about the collab?
I love the collabs. I think like every Fortnite collab is always fun because it's like it's not just a cosmetic collab. You know, they'll add in some story elements sometimes, or add in a new weapon. Like, it's a fully immersive collab. It's not just like, here, give us your money for your skins. They turn it into an experience every time, which is why I think it works so well. And yeah, like when said, it's actually a super popular anime. So yeah,
I joined cracking.
Enjoying.
Next wave, we want Panda.
This is off the back of a new season, right?
Recently, yeah. I feel like in recent,
the
new
like
season
2 just dropped.
Mm-hmm. Like not too long ago, man. Like so, they're cooking. They going crazy right now.
Full marketing mode.
Like a mug, bro. Like a mug, man. But yeah, more power to them because they are going crazy right now. So we had 2 positive stories. Let's get a little negative, baby. Let's get a little negative. I assume there might be some adverse reactions to this one. So Red Dead Redemption got a new something as a last gen port of the game, I suppose, that's been released. There's been no physical copies, no multiplayer, no current gen versions like on PS5 and Xbox Series, and it's selling for $50, which is interesting. And reps at Rockstar have deemed this, a commercially accurate pricing for this 13-year-old game that is now coming to again last gen consoles on PS4, Xbox One. I think it's not even coming to Xbox. I think it's just PS4 and Switch. So thoughts on this? I'll go to one first, man. Let's get into it. Let's get it out the way.
I'm not gonna speak too much on this because we could be on this for all day. Rockstar, they can't even do definitive editions correctly, and to just port Red Dead Redemption 1, $50, I'm not paying that. Especially not even on the Switch. I don't know what they think they got on their hands. That's what sucks so much is like you see Rockstar and like I love them as a company because they push the boundaries of what video games will be. Like Rockstar, like GTA 6 sounds like it's gonna be the craziest thing we've ever seen in a video game. But then they do things like charge you $50 for Red Dead 1, and you're just sitting here like, bro, who are you? Like I really want to be cool with you. It's like your friend that you're cool with when like it's just you and him, but then when other people start showing up, they start acting weird. Like, bro, why do you gotta be this way, dog? Like $50 for Red Dead Redemption 1, dog. I played Red Dead Redemption 1 for $30 when it came out because I waited. Like, this shit is not, nobody's sitting here like I need to play this game right away. You guys are tripping. You can't, man, fuck you guys. That's all I have. Fuck these guys.
Yeah.
Oh, that's funny.
Kai, how'd you feel about this, man? $50.
Bro, the game is good, but relax, bro. What's going on? We're doing a lot. We're doing a lot with that one. We just need to go back to the office, load up GTA, and continue working that. Leave Red Dead. What are we doing?
I just find it personally funny because I remember there was other stories that came out as well, and people were just kind of putting those back on the timeline about. There was Rockstar. They were saying a long time ago. I can't remember how long ago it was. They were like, we're not interested in just simple ports. We're not interested in those types of things. And yet here we are doing this.
They actually like put out a press release saying,
bro, I'm pretty sure there was like a comment on it that said, we're not interested in making simple ports, blah blah blah. But then you just hand it off to this other random studio who's gonna port the game. You know what I'm saying? Make it squeeze on a lower gen console or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Re-release it, put $50 on it, and tell us it's commercially accurate. Like,
I take it back now. I just realized how much GTA 6 costs. I take it back.
You see what I'm saying? They're trying to fund it. They trying to fund it, bro. You know to play. They trying to fund GTA 6, nigga. They know how much. They said we need to pump more money into this, bro.
We need to collect the scraps wherever we can.
Like, bro, this game is trying to read minds, bro. Like, dog. Like, we gotta figure this out. We just like commissioned, 35 aliens off the street. You know what I'm saying? Like, the government just told people the aliens are real, and we just brought 35 of these aliens in to tell them, hey, yo, we need like your expertise on how to make this game. We need more money. We need to drop this. Like, come here. We need to drop Red Dead. Drop Red Dead port. Bro, just drop it. Just go.
You about to see Max Payne free mobile.
I'm dead, bro. Nah, man. Max Payne VR. They about to go.
Bro, bully on the Oculus.
Just like use right trigger to pop painkillers.
Left to jump and shoot in the same motion and just roll around. We'll make it work.
Man jumps out of 3-story building playing Max Payne trying to bullet dodge
how many contusions your bum ass gonna get, bruh? That's insane.
Sources say he did not indeed hit any shots on the way down.
Man said more news at 5. More news at 5. But yeah, I ain't gonna lie. From a game standpoint, Rockstar is 100% one of my favorite studios. But from a goodwill standpoint, they're one of the worst companies I've ever seen. I'm not gonna lie. Like, we can keep a stack. I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. Rockstar has some very, very shoddy practices. And again, they're a business, so they're gonna run stuff like a business, but like they're a business. Like they be cutthroat with some stuff. And this is just this extra, bro. That's mad extra to me. Like, why are you charging $50 for a game that came out 13 years ago, bro? There are people on this earth who are not 13 years old, and I'm pretty sure they're not charging $50 for shit. Like, that's crazy. That is insane, bro. I'm not even gonna lie to you, bro. Red Dead Redemption is not worth $50 at this point in my life, bro. It's not. A game is over a decade old. Let's be serious. Come on now, Rockstar. To charge $50 for that with no 4K resolution upgrade, with no proper scaling or whatever for quality outputs and jumps, and you're putting it on last gen. You're putting it on last gen and the Switch, which is basically last gen, but still, you're putting it. I don't get it. Y'all are going crazy with the bag talk. We understand y'all about that money, but damn, take it easy. We're not idiots. Okay, some people are, but like, dog, don't do all that. That's very, very, very money hungry, dog. That's just insane. But we're gonna keep trucking forward. Had a quick announcement, you know what I'm saying, that we saw come through. Apparently the G.I. Joe Snake Eyes game that's in early development, a AAA game coming from a brand new studio, Atomic Arcade Studio, which is a brand new team that's recently came up from like 2022. They're made up of a lot of veterans from Sony, Warner Brothers, Marvel, Eidos Montreal, and Bethesda. So they're looking to come together and make a whole new AAA, most likely action game about G.I. Joe and Snake Eyes. So let's jump to Kai, man. How do you feel about this? The studio is not. Oh, he just waiting. He said what? He left. When I'll go to you first. How do you feel about G.I. Joe Snake Eyes, dog?
What do you want me to say,
bro?
Like, I don't think. Okay, yay, we got G.I. Joe back. Like, fucking The Rock couldn't even save that franchise.
That's crazy. And you just unlocked the core memory. That's very tough.
It's cool. You know what? If you would have said Platinum Games is doing it, and they're doing it in the style of Metal Gear Rising, you would have had my attention.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie.
But you didn't say that, so I don't care.
You got me there. I'm not gonna lie. I have no further comments, honestly. Like, cool. If it was like a Revengeance, that would have been hot. Yeah. I ain't gonna lie.
But it's not.
But it's not. So it's not. So yeah, I guess surprise me, Atomic Arcade, but I don't care enough about G.I. Joe to be doing this, bro. And it's no disrespect on the franchise itself. It's just, what have y'all done in the past like 8 years to make it like, to justify, people looking out for a Snake Eyes game? I know there was that one movie that nobody saw. I forgot the name of it. Oh yeah, no, literally, it was a Snake Eyes movie. It's just called Snake Eyes. That's how bad it is, bro.
Have you guys seen Transformers vs. the Beast?
I haven't, and I want to really, really bad. Stuff has been busy, but when I watch it, you will know. This podcast will know. Trust me.
Okay. All right. I'm just gonna wait for you guys to watch that.
Trust me. They will. You will know. You will know. That's all I gotta say. That's all I gotta say. We'll revisit this point. We'll revisit this. But
we have to now.
All right.
Yeah, you have to.
Bet. I can low key watch it tonight. I'll watch it tonight or tomorrow. Actually, I'll figure it out. You know what I'm saying? We'll find a way. You know what I'm saying? We'll get there allegedly. But Kai, real quick, yeah. Wen has no further comments because of his Revengeance ties. How do you feel about the potential of a G.I. Joe Snake Eyes game?
I don't care about all that. G.I. Joe was cool when I was like 5'2".
And for reference, I was about to say motherfucker's like 6'3", so that's fair. That's Kai's a tall ass motherfucker, so I'm like, all right, that's fair.
I just think it's just Like, I don't want to violate. But it's best shit. Like, no one cares.
Yeah, you gotta make us care, and the only way you can do that is like you have to have some crazy gameplay mechanics and some like so you have to have some nutty gameplay.
I'll go for the trademark saying like on this podcast we don't want shit to fail. Like we want to be surprised. But
yeah, it's hard to make us care from the outset. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's hard to make us care when you're giving us like you know what I'm saying like a whole military grade wad of nothing. Like, oh, G.I. Joe AAA game. That's crazy. I ain't even like the movies like that. You know what I'm saying? Go figure. Like, all I like was some of that G.I. Joe advice, man. Said, knowing is half the battle. G.I. Joe. That's like the most notable thing I can carry from that franchise over the past 15 to 20, 30, 40 years. So,
but even like saying that you got veterans from Sony, Warner Bros. Marvel, that doesn't entice me. I'm not gonna lie. There's been a lot of AAA studios. There's a reason they're not there.
He said, "What made you leave, brother? What made you leave?" Nah, that's crazy. We're tripping. That's wild. Nah, no disrespect to the devs, bro. No disrespect. But again, y'all are brand new. Y'all are unproven. So you gotta prove something. That's all I'm saying.
I would love to tell you my words about this game.
There's a natural, you know what I'm saying? There's a natural, what's it called? Behavior tendency for us to be like, yo, we don't know you, so you're gonna have to prove who you are. Where I'm again, like one said, would love to eat the words, but that remains to be seen. So we'll be seeing you down the road, I guess. I was about to say we'll figure it out, man. We'll figure it out. But speaking of games that need to prove themselves down the line, man, there was a showcase THQ Nordic put on recently, and there was a bunch of games that came through and got announced. We'll ride through a couple of them later down the show, but we got a first conceptual trailer and a first look at TMNT The Last Ronin, which is in early development, man. We talked about it briefly on a prior episode, I believe, but how are we feeling about this turtle style God of War joint, this epic AAA story that's going down? How'd you feel about what you saw from that first bit of trailer?
Oh, lad, this could be cool. This could be something.
I gotta hold out. I gotta hold out.
It could be something.
I gotta hold out, man. I don't know. We don't know. And I don't want it to fail because I love Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I love TMNT. But if they're saying this shit is in God of War territory, you can't hype me up like that and then just fail. You can't do that. Because there God of War narrative elements, some decent gameplay, you know what I'm saying? Some really, really solid gameplay loops. So you're gonna have to show me something. And I think it's very achievable. There's a lot of wiggle room with the Last Ronin storyline and you having access to all weapons and stuff like that, the skill trees, again, the whatever platforming, verticality, whatever you want to add to the game. It's very, very possible. But it remains to be seen. THQ Nordic, I don't know yet, but I'm intrigued. You have my attention. You see how the last one, you saw how G.I. Joe, we do not care because G.I. Joe ain't had shit as an IP that has been solid over the past decade. TMNT, however, has had nothing but solid stuff over the past decade. And I've been consistently and thoroughly enjoying content from this franchise and from this IP for as long as I can remember. So they've always been in the pocket with good stuff. Now I think this is a game where a lot more people's eyes are on it than normal. You know what I'm saying? The last one, Shredder's Revenge, it was like a nice surprise. Everybody's like, oh shoot, a nice beat 'em up, cool. You know what I'm saying? And they got back into it. This is one where I feel like there's real anticipation behind it. This is one of those games where I feel like it has to be a show up and like prove. They have to show up and prove it.
I think it depends a lot on how. Because see, the Last Ronin storyline is Mikey, right?
No, it's Raph.
Was it Raph? Was it Raph? I can't remember off the top of my head.
It's Raph.
Oh,
it was Raph.
That changed what I was about to say. Cause in my head it was Mikey. I was saying it's kind of hard to like trying to get that serious tone. Like, I don't know, but if it's Raph, go crazy.
No, yeah, I love I have the comic books. I'm actually a huge fan of The Last Ronin. comics. I do think though, I don't know why we even have a trailer or a teaser for something that just got put into development. Like it's like that's like me being like,
it's kind of dumb.
let me show you this picture of like what this omelet's gonna look like, bro, when I haven't even cracked the egg yet, bro. Like the pan's not even on. Like they just got this John greenlit. The hype train they shouldn't really be saying shit, to be honest.
Hey, maybe this is like trying to get investment, you know?
It could be that, and I think that is what it is. Like I remember like we had the topic of Black Panther a while back. We were talking about how like they're doing this to like kind of like recruit people. Maybe that's what this is, and I think it could be awesome. But I hope that we kind of like let them cook, like just let them do what they're gonna do.
I mean, if that's the case, like we literally might not see this game for like 6 years.
Yeah. Nah, it's probably gonna be like at least like
I don't want to see it for another 6 years. I don't want to hear anything about it.
It's gonna be a minimum four before we see anything related to it. And I had to backtrack. Yeah, no, wait. When you sure it wasn't Mikey? I thought it was Mikey.
I'm pretty sure it's Raph, but I could be wrong.
Yeah, I thought it was Mikey though.
Let me see.
Yeah, I thought it was Tiki. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was Mikey though. I'm like 72% sure it was Mikey. Like 72.
Oh, it's like my phone's loading.
Yeah. Let it load. You know what I'm saying? Before the dweebs come on. Wait, excuse me. It was actually Michelangelo because the first three died in the Orochi clan when their assassination. Shut up, bro. Relax. We're human, please. I just want to double check. But yeah. But if it is Mikey, what? Go ahead.
Oh, it is Mikey.
It was?
Damn.
All right, go.
I look like a liar now.
You're good. You're good, man. You fighting Rona, bruh. Your mind might be twisted a little bit. It's fine.
Because I bought the comics and I swore, well.
Hey, man, listen.
I'm cooked. They're
going to get you now. It's over. When easy. Nothing was easy about him thinking about that, man. It's crazy. It was so difficult to form that shot. Oh, my gosh.
I think like balancing out those comedic tones, but like in a really sinister way. Could be like an interesting, like, as they rewrite it.
Oh yeah, 100%. As they adapt it out.
Really interesting.
I agree.
It could be really, really cool.
Yeah, that, and again, that's like one of the things. Like, yo, you have to nail that tone. You have to nail that type of the story. Like, the story beats are there, but it's like, how do you transfer that properly to the game? And that's gonna be, if you're gonna compare yourself to God of War in that respect, you're gonna have to apply that, that's type of.
I'm not even thinking about gameplay. I'm literally just thinking about
it's a story. Because I feel like the gameplay should write itself in certain regards. It should be pretty there.
It should feel flashy. It should feel like what you see.
Yeah, very very flashy. Like more animated, but still in that same realm of like a Ghost of Tsushima, because he had access to different styles and stuff like that. Like he could easily switch from, because what I'm saying, Ronin got all the weapons and stuff on him, so he could switch in and out of forms, as they go. But make it, again, it's a Ninja Turtle, so you got to make it a little bit more, again, more flashy, more pronounced, more stuff like that. I feel like the gameplay. Of course, the gameplay is going to be the most important at the end of the day, because the gameplay shit, I don't want to play the game, but I think it's very close. That gap between the story needs to be properly adapted and the gameplay needs to be properly solid. So yeah, I mean, it's still, again, I agree, it's too early, but we gonna see what you about. I'm about to say, we always find out in time. But let's slide on forward here to another rumor. The Capcom train ain't stopping, baby, as its breadwinner and main squeeze of the company, Resident Evil, is rumored to have a new game coming out in 2025, Resident Evil 9, alongside another big announcement that's due to arrive in fall 2024. So I'm gonna jump to when your favorite Capcom main series, man. First thoughts on Resident Evil 9.
Where there's smoke, there's fire. Like, it wouldn't, like, why would they not make another Resident Evil game? Shout out to them. I actually was playing Resident Evil 2 a while back on my PlayStation, and like, again, fan of the series. No issues about it whatsoever. I don't know how they're gonna keep. I mean, I'm not caught up yet, But I
Yeah.
am happy that they're gonna keep going with the Resident Evil franchise. I wonder if they're gonna go with like the Ethan story. Are they gonna go first person and keep the first person thing going? Because I believe 7 and 8 were both first person. I kind of wanted them to go third person again, but hey, let them cook, because this is a franchise that they've been doing really well with. The only issue I have with Resident Evil is that when Resident Evil drops, it's so much news about the one game for like the next 3 years. You get like DLC, you get add-on, you get extra missions, you get extra missions for the add-ons, and it's like nonstop that when I want to hear like Monster Hunter news.
I'm dead. Hey, I mean, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. But I'm not gonna lie. It's Resident Evil. I like they've earned the right at this point. I ain't gonna lie to you, to at least be talking they shit as the main, you know what I'm saying, the main people on the yard for Capcom. Like they just led that charge of them back to healthiness, to be real. Like, so I get it 100%. And Resident Evil 9 at 2025, that makes complete sense to me. Again, given development cycles and whatnot, and how again the last DLC of the last game ended all like was just placed. So I think it's possible to continue in that realm of like the Ethan Winters story, that family and stuff, and kind of go from there. You know, or they can take it in a complete other direction. Who knows? Who really knows at this stage in time? Again, they could also Resident Evil. It could be a remake of Code Veronica, which would be awesome. That just put it out there. Just put it out there. Just don't want to, you know what I'm saying? Don't want to startle anybody, but Code Veronica would be great to remake. Just putting some feelers out. But on top of that, again, they said another big franchise announcement is going to be coming. The game's going to be coming in fall 2024, but we could get that announcement this year. So what could that mystery game be? And I'll start with Kai. What do you think that Capcom mystery game is going to be?
No idea.
There it is.
No idea.
They couldn't even guess? Can't even guess?
No idea.
Wonderful. Thank you for abstaining from this absolutely riveting conversation. When can you provide a guess, please?
Give me Dead Rising.
Ooh.
I missed that game. I was playing Dead Rising 3 a while back, and I was like, damn, I kind of wish they made another one. I mean, like 4 was like a glorified DLC.
Yeah, that was that.
Give me Dead Rising. I'll take Dead Rising over another Resident Evil.
Yeah. Dead 4 was, we don't acknowledge 4 like that, but the first 3, cool, solid. I like that. And honestly, I'm gonna be kind of boring, but I will say it's gonna be a little bit of a gap in time. But the next Monster Hunter is probably gonna be coming. It's probably gonna be the next Monster Hunter. Like,
oh, on PC would be nice though. Like
I would be if it was on PC.
One, I want like the 4K. Like I want a world experience. I cannot express to you how much I loved Rise. I believe that was the last one. It's such a good game, but I remember when Monster Hunter World dropped, like I felt like time stood still. Everybody was on it. Like everybody was grinding. It was such a good experience. What a magnificent release that game was. Give me another one of those bad boys.
Yeah, I'm with it. I think it's probably one of the more feasible ones, just considering how big Monster Hunter is and how much it dominates that market. So I think if we get anything, it probably get like another step up, a big quality jump. Monster Hunter game, new edition. So that's good. So yeah, I think it's solid. Dead Rising, Monster Hunter, absolutely no fucking clue. Thank you for your participation. For fuck's sake. I will slide into the next topic here. Sony Interactive Entertainment Shanghai, their development team called Pathia Games, have revealed an open world action RPG entitled The Godslayer. They had some screenshots to provide some reference of what they're looking for as they plan to drop in 2027. But they're the Chinese led projects that whole, I think it's PlayStation Project Hero that we talked about on a previous episode as well. That's coming through. Another Chinese RPG coming through the fray. I know how I feel, but I'll let y'all talk about it first. Kai, you want to jump on it first?
Give me that shit right now. Give me that shit.
Go ahead.
100 times. You know when he said for 100 minutes I'll do it.
He said, well, I was like, wait, whoa, he didn't even say that yet. Oh. That's crazy.
I'll be waiting. Calendar date set.
Hey man, I'm just saying, he's out of line, guys. Kai is out of line on this one, but he's also right. he's also correct, because I will be waiting right next to this nigga. I'll be waiting right next to him when this thing. Listen, you know me. If you listen to this podcast enough, you've understood I'm a whore for Eastern RPGs. I'm an absolute slut. If you give me an Eastern RPG, I'm opening my legs. It's too late. It's getting into the rotation. You're in. You've won. If you pop up at my house with a pre-order code of what's the name, Black Myth Wukong, I might have to keep you for dinner. You know what I'm saying? It might really just be that. So that's the level I'm on with this. And again, it's very early days. We're only seeing some screenshots, but the scale of it looks insane. I'm liking what I'm seeing from this concept art. I just want to see the gameplay. There's so many different, like, in Eastern RPGs that are coming through the fray, and I want all of them. I want all of them. They can't really do crazy wrong in my eyes, which is a very problematic place to be at, but I'm loving it. I'm loving it, man. I can give positive remarks. And you know what I'm saying? Let's get the glowing take from Wen. How do you feel about this one?
Cool. That's about it. Sure. I haven't really played any. I haven't even touched Wolong. So like, I'm here for the Wukong game. That's what I'm waiting for.
Yeah, fair. I know we gon' I didn't put it on notes this week, but it will be at Gamescom next week. So we gonna do a full little Gamescom breakdown just in time. And we're gonna talk about it because it's slated to be at the show and show off some new stuff. So you already know I'm in there like swimwear. I'm about to be looking intently. I will not blink. I will be there fully. So yeah, that's cool. We gonna slide on to this next little topic right here. So Battlefield, guys. We got word from EA that the next Battlefield game will be a, quote, reimagination of the series in a truly connected ecosystem. And of course, Vince Zampella is leading that charge now for Battlefield. Has been since 2021. Do you think they can hit the market? And what do you think they need to do? And then I'll start with Kai. He's been ready to roll on this, it seems. So let's open the floor up, man. Aim and fire when ready.
I'm not believing the words of a guy that got absolutely destroyed by BattleBit.
That's crazy. Hey, man, you leave BattleBit out of this. The hell?
I mean, I hope they cook. Battlefield 2040 season even. Yeah, it launched shit, but you know, it bounced back like Battlefield 4, like a few other titles. It bounced back. Hopefully, they can have one that just off rip is just great, you know. But aside from that,
remains to be seen.
I really have no idea what a reimagination of the series with a truly connected ecosystem. That's fucking air to me,
bro.
That is hella air.
That's crazy waffle. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. I'm just like, bro, I just give me a non-glitchy, non-laggy, decent server, Metro, max tickets, and let me move. That's all I want.
Don't take me so far into the future you can't, like, the servers can't hack it. And don't take me so far back with fighting with fucking sticks.
There no musket play. Absolutely zero musket play, or I will be devastated. I'll be devastated.
2023 and man's happy.
Facts. It's just very, very annoying. We're hearing these words. We're hearing, reimagine. We're coming back stronger. This, that, and the third. I'm like, bro, more often than not, y'all launch terribly, which is a very consistent theme throughout the entire history of Battlefield, which sucks. So I would rather. You know what I'm saying? That again, there's again, slow to make some changes. And then sometimes a lot of things aren't optimized, or they're changed to a point where I just don't feel right no more. Or maybe they're too slow to make those changes. You know what I'm saying? And it's just, Battlefield has always been in a weird place because sometimes it's felt so great, but then it's been mired by the changes or the instability of the infrastructure, whether it be the servers, whether it be the optimization, whether it be, again, just balancing or whatever, what have you. Like it's I would have rather they came out and said, hey, we're working our hardest to make sure this Battlefield is fun, but also make sure this Battlefield is as optimized and as game ready as possible out the gate for you guys. I would have taken way more heed to those words and at least way more like, oh, okay, you guys are at least addressing the elephant in the room rather than, oh, we're imagining. I don't need no connected ecosystem, bro. I need a game that works and I can get into my friends easily and squad up with. That's literally it.
Another thing I want to talk about is the fucking level design. Like, where did that go?
Yeah. I don't know, man.
Can we bring back
get back to that, bro?
Level design. As much as that, you know what it is like? I feel like, you know, when you describe Battlefield, it was always described as like the largest scale in it.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like that really got to their head because you see how much like redesign they've had to do on levels in 2022.
Oh yeah, like crazy.
It's like, nah, bro, stick to your roots. Like, to be honest, everybody always said to stick to your roots. Nobody asks for this.
Nobody asked to go crazy. And the funniest thing is,
you know,
go ahead.
Like, just got way too big for their boots. Like, that's the only way to say it. Like,
they got in their own head, bro. They got in their own head, and then you letting Call of Duty come catch you up in scale with all this Warzone business and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Like just on sheer types of scale, and you trying to come back with all this, try and do Hazard Zone and do this all the, like, bro. You was literally cooking with this format. Just keep making maps the way you did
how many players
and crazier scale and like, bro. What an attempt. What an attempt, man. Oh my gosh, I don't even want to speak on it, but it's the thing that just kills me, bro. I'm just tired of companies saying, oh, it's gonna be a reimagination, this, that, and the third. It's gonna be, you know, a lot of buzzword talk when all we want is the honest truth of, okay, are you guys gonna acknowledge trying to make this game as optimized as possible at the gate, one, and two, opting to again keep the fun in and having a fun concept of it? Because if you had like something like, if you dropped a Hardline 2, I will be content with that. I will be content with dropping something like a Hardline 2 because at least I know the concept is fun. It's something different. If you optimize that joint out the gate, I will be fine with that personally. If you drop something on a scale, it's not as hard as they think. But I feel like they're trying to reinvent a wheel that was perfect when they just needed to just increase maybe like the sizing or detail a little bit more. That's what I'm saying. Some
updated graphics,
bro.
Battlefield 4.
At this point, some new executions or whatever, and life will be kosher. Life will be kosher, bro. But I've talked enough, man. Let's talk to the person that, you know what I'm saying, they owe $90, bro. When is in the building, bro? I ain't heard a peep from him. How you feel about this comment?
I ain't paying for this shit. Like, I mean, like, what do they want from me? I don't know what any of this bullshit means. Reimagined? What? Like, I thought Battlefield 2042 was reimagined. That shit was ass. A connected ecosystem? That's what the fuck I wanted when I was playing. I was playing that shit and watching it crash and look ugly as fuck and not work. And then in my mind, when the helicopter was glitching through the ground, the first thing in my mind was, man, I wish the ecosystem was fucking connected. That's what I need right now. This unconnected ecosystem is really what's stopping me from having a good time in this game. Like, man, shut up, bro. But I don't know what needs to be reimagined outside of like the people who make the decisions. I think that's what really needs to be reimagined.
We gotta reimagine that staff, buddy.
Like, man, I don't want shit from y'all. Because the thing is, like, I don't know what to ask of you guys that you guys won't fuck up. So the next Battlefield game, whenever that is, because that's another great question, is when will we ever even see another Battlefield game? Because they don't come out like Call of Duties. Those games are like 6 years in between each one. So when I'm like 30 and the next Battlefield game comes out, I'll see what you guys have to say then, but I'm not holding my breath for a good Battlefield game anytime soon.
You know what's crazy? Battlefield 1 has 3,000 active players right now.
One.
Battlefield 2042 has 4,000.
That's sad.
Battlefield 5 has 2,961. I was really surprised.
How many for Hardline?
Are those servers even active?
I have no idea. I'm just kidding. I'm taking a shot in the dark. That's crazy. That's a crazy indictment on my life.
There are 7 people playing Battlefield Hardline.
Good. What are they playing?
There's 23 people playing Battlefield 3 right now.
They gotta fix up, man. They gotta fix up.
There's 900 playing Battlefield 4.
Gotta fix up, bro. Gotta fix up, man. Like, we don't want reimagination. We just want consistency in quality in what you were doing before. Like, the formula was right there and you missed it like 8 times. Like 2042, it was there. You just had a terrible start and didn't move quick enough. Like, they're missing it by a hair, and then they go the opposite direction trying to find the answer for it. You know what I mean? Like, it's closer than you think, Battlefield. We believe in you, but maybe if you just paid, you know what I'm saying, $90 back to win, everything would be kosher. Maybe you have some good luck. That's all I'm saying. Just give Win his $90 back, and maybe you have some good fortunes. I don't know. I'm spitballing, but it is what it is, Battlefield. It is what it is. Speaking of games that don't start lame, the Elden Ring, man. Elden Ring, there's been a lot of reports, a lot of talk, a lot of insider sales reports from one of the only entities of Elden Ring's publishing side, Katawaka. There was a report that came from them that stated Elden Ring was basically having multiple measures on their franchise, just indicators of success. And currently in progress, there's been the development of major DLC underway. So a lot of people have been alleging that there could be more than one DLC on the way. Now, we know that one is already on the way. The name escapes me, but people are saying there could be more than one, potentially 2 that come through in this cycle. How are we feeling about that? How you feeling about 2 Elden Ring DLCs?
That's pretty cool. I think that game is so massive, honestly. Like, that game could have not had DLC and it would still be like amazing to me. There's so much into it that like I haven't even touched, or probably will touch, because of how massive that game is. DLC is dope though. I'm happy for the Elden Ring fans, and I think that it is. I'd rather Elden Ring DLC than like another game soon, you know? Like, I think they could really expand on this one world, and I'm happy. I hope that 1, I think, is plenty, but 2 would be pretty dope. It really just depends on the scope. Like, I'd prefer 1 big expansion over like 2 small additions.
Word. And I feel like they're not the one, though. They're not the ones for small editions like Scholar or the First Sin or whatever. I remember that being a huge expansion for what people were talking about from back in the day. Like, they do it big whenever they go through. Like, they really add to the level of depth when it comes to DLC packs and just expansions, in general. So I think it's good. And just to describe it, I feel like Elden Ring DLC is like after you make it through a solid like 12-hour session of just like BDSM torture, you get on the other side and you're just like, you know what? Wasn't that bad. That's pretty enjoyable. Let's go back in. And then you're just in there for another like extra 2 hours just for the sport of it. You know what I mean? You're in there just for the sport now. And it's just like, you're there for the love of the game at this point. You're there for the love of the game, and there's nothing else that separates you from what you love. That's all I'm saying. And I could be one of those people. I'm not gonna lie. I still been aiming at when to properly go back in to beat Plasudasax, and that's a problem. But we're gonna figure that out over time. It is what it is, bro. It is what it is. I'm just saying, I love Elden Ring. I do. It's just, it be beating my ass, bro. Elden Ring be whooping my ass, and that's okay. I just know I'm gonna be back in there for whatever DLC drops. I just gotta beat Plasudasax, and then I'll do what I need to do to get the rest of them. But for now, it's just, just bring more. Just give me more. I'm cool with it. Just bring more. Fine. I'm about to say, when am I here, or is that? Well, all right, cool. We can move on though. Let's head into some rumors. Another rumor that we caught is that PS5 Pros, they're in the wild. And they might be coming sooner than we think, with some improved FPS at 4K, upped ray tracing, new 8K performance mode. When I'm so sorry, and it's been in development since early 2022. So we're expecting to see some movement from them in potentially 2024. Kai, let's roll to you first. How do you feel about the PS5 Pro rumors?
Happy.
Very happy. Oh yeah, you ain't got no P5. That's crazy. I forgot.
Because this always happens, right? Like, everyone buys a console, and then they'll have those like minor upgrades. Like someone that buys a console fresh off the release, and then someone that buys it like a year down the line. There's always some kind of weird difference. But I'll be happy to buy a Pro.
Yeah, he missing out on these exclusives wherever they may be. I don't know. Yeah, I'm just guessing at this point. But hey, man, he want to get in with the gang. That's fine, bro. Get yourself a P5, man.
I was happy to spend my £450 to play God of War and give back my PlayStation.
That's crazy. My man gave it back the same time. He's like, yeah, I'm done. I'm good. Thanks, guys. And then just left it, bro. That's insane.
Oh wait. When does Spider-Man come out?
Spider-Man comes out in October.
October.
This year?
Yes, yeah. You're fucked.
Cool. No, I'm just gonna buy it and give it back again.
Oh my! You're gonna do this? You're gonna buy a console just to return it again? Literally play it for 60 hours, 60 hours max, and just go. And what if Spider-Man got DLC? You're gonna buy it back to play the DLC and then give it away again?
I'll just go to a gaming cafe.
Oh my goodness! I forgot y'all got those out there.
This is why you buy digital games, bro.
Oh my goodness, bro! They're taking away our physical status. They want us to be all online.
PS5 app busted.
This is the new world order. This is bullshit. Hate it here. No, I'm dead. But hey, let's get to it, man. 8K gaming is on the way, baby. How you feeling?
5 FPS.
I don't care. I think that's what I'm gonna be locked in at. 4K is nice. I have a 4K monitor. It's pretty cool. I don't think my eyes are even going to be able to register 4K. So, 8K. So honestly, if I have a 4080, if my 4080 can't do 8K, but the PlayStation Pro can do 8K, and it'll be priced at probably less than $1,000. Yeah, I'm just going to think that they're just lying at that point. So if the $700 PlayStation Pro can do 8K gaming, but my damn near 1K graphics card can't, yeah, I don't think 8K is real. I think they're just straight up liars. Hey, man, listen, you got to believe in the 8K. You know what I'm saying? You just got to blink your eyes 8 times, and that's the 8K. That's the performance in it, too, man. You just don't know the strats, man. Sony ain't been teaching you right, bro. I don't know. That was in the new seminar at the Sony Podium Convention. You must have not been there. It's not even gonna matter because it's gonna be like 8K, but then the game is gonna be at 30 FPS, and people are gonna be like, "Oh my god, this is unacceptable." And then what's even the point at that point? Dead ass, bro. Because you're right. Frames are the most important thing about games, bro. And if a game isn't minimum 60 frames at this point, it's a shit game. You're correct. You're absolutely right. I'm sorry. That's my bad, Wen. That's my bad. I'm sorry to the folks out there listening. You're right. 60 FPS has to be the minimum for every single game for the rest of time, or else it's terrible. You heard it. There you have it, man. But yeah, I'm like, yeah, it's probably about time. Like the pro versions of these consoles came out. Like it's probably midway through the life cycle now. I forgot PS5s have been out for like 3-4 years now, which is, it's low key disgusting when you think about it. It's low key very, very disgusting. But I already got a P5. I don't care necessarily for these upgrades, but again, there's going to be the people who are looking into some of that improved capability. Most of y'all don't got 4K monitors, which is, that's your problem. So good luck, honestly, trying to get the best out of that value when you don't know how to, spot a 4K monitor. But, thumbs up and best of luck to you in your search and endeavors. But yeah, PS5 Pro is cool. We'll probably see an Xbox, like sequel Series X or something like that. Some limited series or something. I don't know what they're gonna call it, but they'll have their equivalent out as well. So we'll figure it out. But moving on here, we had some reports come through that Take-Two Interactive are set to experience a quote significant inflection point and record performance in their business around fiscal year 2025, April 2024 to March 2025, which gives us the most likely year, almost certain,
that GTA will release in that time frame. So thoughts on the narrow down of how much time we got and how accurate this feels. Kai, how you feel about GTA 6 potentially going on the way from about mid 2024 to 2025?
Hello, companies are sweating. Hello, companies are shuffling dates, pushing back years. Crazy.
Imagine though, you got a whole thing. It's like, yeah, we'll probably release this game in like, you know what I'm saying, like October 2024. They drop a whole year window and everybody's like, so we're dropping 2026. So how we gonna do this? You know what I'm saying? How we gonna lay the layout? We's gonna tell them what? Just performance issues, just polishing. But the game's already gold, sir. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. We're just gonna say we need to polish it up and it's gonna take us about a year and a half. Don't worry, folks. We'll take it from here. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's kind of crazy. Like, that's wild how motherfucker. It's like Godzilla coming into the town from like the ocean or something like that. Like, everybody can see it coming a mile away now. People know for sure it's coming in 2024, like mid 2024 to 2025. Most likely it'll be like right between those points, like September 2024. If estimates are good and everything's like, you know, happy, they'll probably release around September time, like they did GTA 5, and they're just gonna absolutely like ruin they're gonna run the market. They're gonna do what they do, bro. Like. It's GTA. What do you want them to do? And it's crazy how they can report this early out. Don't say GTA at all. They're gonna be like, yo, significant inflection point. Like, they're talking about like they're gonna run into a black hole or something like that. Like, bro, like, we're gonna hit something in the space-time continuum around this year. Everybody's like, yo, it's GTA. Oh, okay.
The language used in that statement is actually ridiculous.
Wild. Significant inflection point for a game dropping, bro. I mean, they spent damn near $1 billion on this game anyway or something like that. They spent like how much? Like 500 million? They spent like $500 million.
This game, it's gotta be sick. It's got to be, like, I'm not saying it has to perform. Like, it just has to be good. Like,
it has to be unreal depth.
Like, unrivaled. Yeah.
Oh yeah, 100%. It has to completely like overshadow what Red Dead Redemption 2 did for like quality, like little quality updates, little quirks, just that whole build up. And I think they have to do it from an online standpoint as well. They have to try. If they don't drop GTA 6 online within the first 3 months of this whole entire drop window, this release window, oh my goodness, I'm gonna be so mad. I'm gonna be so mad, bro. I have a bad feeling they're gonna do that same thing, bro. They're gonna drop GTA and wait like a whole another like 8 months for GTA Online to drop in that iteration too.
I'm about to spin the block whole game multiplayer. Just do the super multiplayer.
It's crazy, bro. It's crazy. But yeah, actually, I'll add on to this as well. There was a really, really interesting point I saw the other day, and when I can direct this to you. I think it was Rockstar or Take-Two. They acquired, I think it was 5M, which was like one of the major GTA RP like companies and servers that were like building stuff up. They acquired them like last week or the week before, and I mean that could suggest a lot of things. Like, they're really trying to bake into the native, you know, client of GTA Online, that multiplayer experience. How do you feel about them acquiring again 5M and trying to dip into that RP lane for what they're doing?
They should have did that a while ago, honestly. I feel like they should have been working with these modders from a grip ago. 5M is probably the one thing that's giving GTA the most life at this point in its life cycle. Don't get me wrong, I'm sure people still do heists and whatnot, but 5M is really the bread and butter of why you would buy GTA in 2023. Them acquiring it is very smart. If they can incorporate these things that these people have made into their game at a core level, like making GTA Online more of an RP game in general, along with like certain aspects of like multiplayer, I think it's useful. I think it's a really good idea, and I think that it's one of the best decisions they've made in a while.
Yeah, that'll probably be the best use of mods since I don't know when. It's probably Skyrim, honestly. That'd probably be one of the best incorporations I've seen since them, and like probably The Sims as well. Just people just naturally, well, probably not so much The Sims. Sims accepted, but it hasn't been like baked in like that. But Skyrim definitely was, where it was like, it's definitely a way of life. It like, it's completely symbiotic, you know what I'm saying, or actually mutually beneficial for that type of thing. And they blended together very, very well on that front. So I think this is, again, one of the best moves that they could have made, and that only makes the hype of GTA 6 like even crazier. Like, bro, what if they have native RP support for servers? That's insane. That's already
this is what I was saying from time. I was like, bro, they just need to buy them, buy them out real quick, so I'm a pretty penny and be like, all right, cool, this is the plan.
Mm-hmm.
Make the shit work
No,
over here.
no, you're not wrong, bro. You're not wrong. All I'm saying is I pray for that level of optimization. I can only send absolute prayers and strength to the people working on them servers to make it work, because the absolute crash that will be upon us when this thing drops day one is going to be a crazy. So
This game, Starfield, and a few others, are just gonna be games where like the world is actually just gonna stop moving.
oh yeah, no, 100%.
Like 12 hours.
Bro, and this is my problem, bro. I'm so behind. I need to go finish Star Wars so I can go finish what's the name? Oh my gosh, I'm forgetting games at this point in my backlog, but at least a short-term backlog, not the long-term one, because that's a whole nother problem. I need to get through these smaller ones so I can get to Baldur's Gate and at least get a good way through Baldur's Gate, and so I can feel comfortable with my life, so I can get to Starfield and go through a certain amount of the way through that, so I can get to Spider-Man, and like this art is too much. Damn. How can you say that this space is stale and there's nothing happening? How? There's no way in hell you can say that with all these games dropping. I'm having FOMO at a very critical rate because I'm missing out on so many games right now. And we have GTA coming right around the corner, you know what I'm saying, in the next like 2 years, in the next year or two max. So bro, it's really Armageddon, bro. It's really going down. This is gaming cats and dogs right now. Not raining, it's gaming cats and dogs, because like stuff is dropping left, right, and center. When this come through, it's long, bro. It's looking long for any other game in a way. Like GTA, we already knew it was gonna be a juggernaut, but this is like, damn. It's getting serious now, where they could really like, again, do what they normally do, but this might be the biggest time we've seen it change the impact of what they do and change the landscape, you know, of gaming, and just make that year completely like ridiculous.
Can't wait to watch T Martin review GTA 6 when I'm ready.
I'm dead.
Honestly, I think I would actually happily watch the Red Bread run through GTA. Hella nostalgia.
No, bring you back. I'm about to say, nah, man. I need to see a Chris Move comp of him doing like the 2K intros from the GTA like game. I remember he used to do that on the previews. He had the music and everything in the background. He's like in my apartment looking down on Denver. I'm like, yo, bruh. All right, man. Listen, bro. Shout out to Chris Move, man. One of the goats. That man's been getting. I'm about to say that man's been getting hounded by the young cats in the 2K community, bro. Hold strong, Chris Move. Don't let the noobs take you. All right, man. We gonna slide on forward though. Another thing we saw at THQ Nordic's 2023 showcase, South Park Snow Day was revealed for the first time, which is gonna be a full 3D South Park game, which is co-op multiplayer coming in 2024. When? How are we feeling about this?
I love the South Park games. I never beat them, but I always like buy them because they're really funny and they're really fun to play. Happy that they're making more of them. I don't know if I really care much about a co-op multiplayer game. I guess it really depends on how it plays, but
I do.
Yeah, I know you do, but yeah, we'll see what happens. This year though is kind of wild though. I can't see myself adding any more games to the. No, it's not this year. It's 2024.
2024.
I thought, man, my brain is all over the place today. But
Yeah.
no, yeah, like that's not a bad year to release. I think it'd be interesting pickup. We'll see what happens.
Hey, man. I might make an early shout and say 2024 is the year of the co-op. I'm gonna be real. I think 2024 might be the year of the co-op. Like when you think about it, you got that. You got what's it called? Damn, what was the name of that one game that I really liked at the Xbox showcase? Towerborn. Like just, I think there's gonna be a lot more games than we think, and some carryover from this year as well. I think Baldur's Gate 3 is gonna carry over into next year, probably early next year, because there's so much to that game. It'll probably start to die down in like February, but still, this game, you know, we'll talk about that in a little bit. That's co-op, which I didn't know. I think there's going to be a lot of co-op emphasis into next year, and 2024 is going to be a big proponent of that. Again, like the drop in, drop out, whatever couch style type of stuff you want to call it. But I think we're going to see a big comeback. And South Park being in that mix, fully 3D, like the gameplay actually looked really cool. It was kind of like top downish, like. It reminded me of like a 3D version of Castle Crashers, where just like you drop in a zone and you just whoop ass everywhere. You know what I'm saying? There's gonna be 4 players on screen, so you can't really stray too far, but it's that level of like, chaos around. So that's right in my wheelhouse. I love that. So I can't wait for this. I really want to try and keep my eyes on this. And South Park games, they've usually delivered again across their entire tenure so far. With the turn-based joints. And I think it's good, bro. I think it's good. South Park ain't missed yet on a gaming front, so I'm with it. How about I say kind of words? Just concentration. Yeah, he said that. Yeah. For those of that go see it, yeah. Go ahead.
Like, I find it crazy that these games do so well.
You shouldn't, honestly.
I shouldn't, but like, they bang sales.
Bro, because it's South Park. The South Park IP stronger than people think, bro. South Park been doing this for literally like 20 plus years. They're up there with Family Guy in terms of how strong their IP was. Like, again, if Family Guy released a good game,
if I'm the Stick of Truth,
the Stick of Truth and then the Fractured Butthole.
Crazy.
Yeah, they good sale and they're good games. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're good games. So I'm just glad that the IP is backed by like solid experiences, and so that gives me the confidence to say this is also gonna bang. And again, it's a co-op game, so people are naturally gonna enjoy it.
This could actually be just like a random pickup for me.
Bro, I'm telling you, bro. I think we need to run that next year when it drop. I think we need to come through. That's all I'm saying. It's gonna be in there. I think it's gonna be a fun game people might miss. Don't sleep, man. I'm about to have the eagle eye this year and next. I'm telling you, don't drop it out. Don't drop it out your listings. That's all I'm saying, man. But let's slide on from South Park to probably the most dude bro thing I'm gonna say on this podcast today. The COD Chads got chubs again, man. This year's annual Call of Duty drop has been revealed as Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3, with another remake coming from Sledgehammer this time around, with a bunch of reworks in order, including all Modern Warfare 2 classic modern multiplayer maps remastered, which means all 16 from Modern Warfare 2 in 2009 are going to come back. 150 health base, classic mini map with the red dots that people were wanting for. Reload canceling, slide canceling coming back, which has been a big selling point in the marketing. Map voting, a brand new zombies experience, which will be the first time it'll happen in Modern Warfare, and more. So thoughts on all of this, and let's go to the most enthusiastic man in the room. Went easy.
This shit could have been an email. I don't care, and I don't know why we still care about Call of Duty to this day. It blows my mind. I feel like it's one of those things where, like, do you think that they have people like robots or like servers somewhere like populating these servers? Because I just can't imagine this many people are still playing Call of Duty in 2023. But hey, what do I know?
I can. I know the grim reality, baby. People are stuck in the loop, and it hurts. I ain't gonna lie. This hurts me because 90% of me, I don't care. But that 10%, man, that 10% knows what it's like. But that was when I was first getting, like, Black Ops, I was okay at Call of Duty. I was getting there. Modern Warfare 3, that was the first multiplayer game where I really became a demon. That was the first like FPS game where I was like, you know what? I need to stay home from school. I need to make sure I beg to stay home from school one day and grind this out. The first day when this came out, I begged and pleaded and told motherfucker, I'll do what I'll watch, I'll take out the trash, I'll do whatever I need to. Just let me get this one day off, man. Stayed up 21 hours. I'm not even bullshitting. I stayed up 21 hours and played this game from like level 1 to 66, Modern Warfare 3. 1 to 66, and I went about to say slept, went to school, came back. That first day hit 70, and then hit what's it called, first prestige. Modern Warfare 3 has a special place in my heart. The OG Modern Warfare 3. It is very, very nostalgic. It's where I met some of my first friends over Xbox. That's where I started to just get out there and just enjoy what multiplayer gaming had to offer. Very sentimental, and it's hard for me to not care, but most of me does not care because I'm like, bro, But then that 10% comes back in. It's like, bro, the classic Modern Warfare 2 maps, bro. You remember them sessions on PS3 that my brother allegedly borrowed from somebody, but just brought in the house allegedly and just gave it to us, and then we just ended up playing, and people was knifing with commando lunge and shit. This is tough because there's a lot of reasons for me to not care about this shit. Minimap, I don't care. Reload canceling, slide canceling, I don't care. You guys are tryhards. Go play Titanfall. Map voting, that's cool. I'll get that one. Zombies mode, what does that have to do with Modern Warfare? What does zombies have to do with Modern Warfare? Please tell me once. I don't care. 150 health, I don't care. But the classic maps definitely are there. The Modern Warfare 3 nostalgia on the naming definitely has me at a certain point. Will I buy it? 60%, probably not. I'm probably gonna flake on it at least at first. But damn it, you sick bastards. You lucky this is my favorite Call of Duty. At least the naming is my favorite Call of Duty. But will it most likely be a good Call of Duty? Probably not. Remains to be seen. Let's go to Kai before I go on another nostalgia trip and wild out.
Go to the next topic. Who cares?
I did this whole emotional episode about my childhood and past. This nigga said, "Hey, we don't give a fuck."
Listen, I'm happy that your 21-hour session of CODs, probably less than 1 KD.
Nah, chill out, bro. My KD, no, relax yourself, bro. My KD was 2.77 minimum. 2.77 at its worst, probably 2.74 because I came back years later. Let's not disrespect me, bro. I was actually a shooter back then. Let's stop playing, bro. I gave the game up for FIFA.
You played 21 hours straight and you were playing at maximum capacity the entire 21 hours.
I know this guy had a couple. Nah, bro. You're talking about 11, 12-year-old. Nah, bro. Come on, teenage me, like that, and it's not like later teenage me. This is like prime teenage me, and I barely had any, like, no responsibility. All I had was the game, bro. Come on now, I ain't gonna lie, bro. There's a lot of times where I'll claim like, all right, cool, I was wilding. This is not one of those times, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I was very glued in. This is a very bad example, but crack starting to hit your system for the first time. I don't know what it feels like, but I'm saying if there was a comparable moment, it would probably be that where you get an FPS rush. That's why so many of these people are hooked to it now. So some of these old men are coming in from their jobs and stuff like that. Like, let me get that little rush, baby. Hop on. Let me hop in Warzone, get these plates on it, and get in, bro. I'm just saying. It's just I get it. But y'all not gonna. I'm sorry, You're not gonna slander my MW3 performance. You're not gonna do that, bro. I was nasty in that game. There are very few games on this planet I will claim I was a dangerous man in, bro. MW3 is the only game I will claim I was a dangerous man in. I was like top, I can't even. I will go find my Xbox account and go find them leaderboard stats, bro. I was like top 40K in the world type shit, top 60K and like down. Nah, bro. I'm not gonna sit up here and go crazy. But all I will say is that was my shit. Again, no other Call of Duty came close to how hard I went on that one because other games flooded in. But that was the year I decided to be an absolute tryhard, bro. Absolute tryhard. That's all I'm saying. Got the first Moab in my underwear. I know where I was, bro. I know where I was. That's all I'm saying, bro. I know the track record was there, but still, I barely care for this new one, bro. Call of Duty. Damn, y'all lucky y'all got caught up in an Activision fiasco, bro. Oh my goodness. Y'all should be cutting grass. Oh my goodness, bro. So conflicting because I want to give them so much love, but there are so many instances where they just don't deserve it because they're not that guy anymore, and it hurts me. That's all I'm saying. But I'll move on. I'm the only one emotional about Call of Duty because I know I get it. These other two motherfuckers don't care. Let's move on to the next story here. All right. Oh my goodness. So Xbox, they have basically unleashed a brand new punishment / strike system on its platform. is basically offering up 8 strikes of increasing ban length, with strikes staying on your record for a minimum of 6 months. Again, just kind of unleashing this new system. We can go to Wen first. How do you feel about them basically introducing this new disciplinary system to their platform?
Good. Ban everybody. I'm tired of annoying gamers.
That's real. That's real. That's a really solid. I ain't gonna lie. I get it. Kai, how you feel about it?
I think it's good as well. I think everyone's like ban enforcement punishment system should be as strict as the Steam marketplace. Like, some people are gonna get it, some people aren't gonna get it, but it makes sense. I have never seen something so like strict than the Steam marketplace. You do anything on your account, it just locks it off. I
ain't gonna lie. I'm just in my library. I'm in the store, and I'm nowhere else in that place, bro. Because I don't want to stray too far out of bounds, and niggas get me.
If you've ever tried to trade or buy something on the market and your Steam account isn't intact, bro, it's crazy.
they sniped you, brother.
It's crazy. But yeah, I like the thing where stuff will stay on your account, like strikes will stay on your account for a period of time. I think it's 6 months.
Yeah,
that's pretty good.
Yeah, I like that ownership, bro.
Bro, people gotta start behaving online, man.
It's time to start introducing more etiquette to this thing, man.
Acting right, man.
Real talk. And Xbox has always been at the forefront of, just social and just innovation when it comes to that social aspect of gaming. So I expect no less for them to implement something like this. Ban systems on console have been fairly aloof. I wouldn't say as stringent as, again, things are on like a Steam or somewhere else on PC communities. So it's good to see. It's good to see. Again, all you neckbeards thinking this is your last hope to be racist and homophobic and all this other stuff online. Good luck, buddy. Good luck. We'll see you in a year when you get banned. Goodbye. You know what I'm saying? So I'm glad. Xbox, keep it up. All right, pushing forward here. Starfield went gold to launch this week. And in addition to that, we got a lot more updates on what could be in store, including some information here. We got housing in all major cities that we can purchase or earn through missions, an entire jailing system where, again, you can pay fines and go to jail or attempt to escape and resist arrest, contraband items that can be, I guess, registered when you're going in between ports and on planets that needed to be smuggled, and special ship modules will be in play to basically make them undetectable. You have all playable factions that can be completed independently, so their storylines can be accessed without messing anything up with each other, and 20 named characters who can join your crew with their own story strength and weaknesses, and companions you choose that will have a huge role in the story. So Kai, I'll start with you. With all the news, the final stretch towards Starfield, how you feeling about just what the game's having to offer?
You know what this game sounds like? Toy Story for gamers.
That's crazy. Toy Story for gamers.
Like, when you were just a kid, you just play that. You just used to chat shit to yourself.
Oh yeah. Like, you just making up some shit.
Making up anything, bro. Like, this is what this game sounds like to me. Like, I can't wait to jump in. I don't even care that it's not Moib. Like, there's certain people that are going around right now.
I don't give a shit. No. I don't want to play Starfield with any of you niggas. I ain't gonna lie, I do not want to play Starfield with any of you. That is.
And the worst thing is, like, I haven't had a game where before it's even come out, thought about how many times I'm gonna replay it. Like, I don't know if you guys have felt that recently, but there's not been many games where I want to play this again. Like, apart from the sole fact of like completing it.
Yeah.
Like, I just want to replay this game a bunch of times and see a bunch of different stuff.
Yeah, the last time I felt like that was literally when I played Mass Effect, and that was like 2 years ago. So, yeah, or a year and change. So, I get it, honestly. And I would want to. This is the type of game where there's so much to do that you walk your own beaten path, and you're gonna miss 60% of stuff that you can. So, like, you really have to think hard of how you're gonna, I guess, weave in your play style or weave in your experience to catch as much stuff as you can in the first playthrough. Think about it, and then go through and do it again and trying to reroute yourself and then go through other stuff. Again, my thing is it went gold, so stuff must be ready to roll. Just keep sure the optimization, and what's under the hat? optimization. Make sure the optimization is solid, bro. We need it as good as possible coming out day one, and from there, it's all systems go. It's exploration time, man. And I can't wait personally to get lost in this world. This is something I know I'll sink my teeth into, like I did. Like I did a Skyrim, basically, where I just go anywhere and just fill in the gaps with my own commentary and imagination. This is one of those games that naturally makes me want to add my own spin on things just from my mind. Again, like that Toy Story type of situation where, like you were saying, like, hey, you start creating your own things as you go. So games that elicit more imagination on top of the experience itself, those are some of the best games that you can possibly make. So I'm very, very excited to see it. And yeah, man, I'm hoping they deliver. I'm really, really hoping they deliver, and this is a good release because we've been talking about it, and I've been excited about it since that big reveal in the summer. So it's time, bro. It's go time. But when? How are you feeling? Oh, go ahead.
Got my finger on the trigger for this collector.
Bro, I know. I saw it in my Amazon wish list, and I'm like, bro, I want this watch.
Trigger,
I want that watch, bro. I want that watch so bad, man.
Like, it seems I've never looked at a collector's edition personally and been like, yo, like, I actually, like, whatever happens, I want this to be displayed in my yard. Like,
oh yeah, nah, this gotta stay up. Yeah,
because it's one of those items, like, it doesn't look like all the ones I've seen off the top of my head that I can remember, like, you got the Spider-Man statue, Assassin's Creed,
those are gamer things.
A game-esque, but this doesn't.
This came from NASA, bruh. Oh yeah, my boy went on the moon. You know what I'm saying? He went to the International Space Station and got this from me. You know what I'm saying? It's made out of some of the metal from one of the machines that they decommissioned and brought back down to Earth. You know what I'm saying? It was just like that. It looks really good. I haven't been enticed by a collector's edition like I have this one before. I'm not gonna lie. That one and low-key the Pip-Boy from I forget if it was Fallout 4 or something like that, but I wanted a real life Pip-Boy. It was working as well, fully functional. I think it was a Fallout 4, but like I'm very tempted. I'm very tempted. Everything about this game it's alluring me. I'm being allured. I'm being psyched in. Again, this might be another open leg joint. This might be another one. I don't know. How you feel about it though?
I'm really excited for this game. I was talking to somebody the other day. I was like, this literally feels like No Man's Skies with just a more populated world. Honestly, I'm very excited to get my hands on this, and it's gonna be one of those games that I don't even know if I'm gonna really stream it. I think it's gonna be one of those games that I play kind of for myself. Like, I don't want, exactly what you said, like, I don't want to play with anybody. I want to play this just to enjoy it. I want to just like vibe out, find a planet, explore it, or just like go through the story missions. Like, I don't have any real plans. Facts,
bro. This is a solo exploration. I'm not gonna lie. It feels like it needs to be a something that you talk about outside of the experience itself, but you don't let anybody into your process. You gotta experience this like raw and uncut by yourself. Like, pause. But you know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta really like experience the world for yourself in that manner. Like, it's that type of sacred experience. So I agree with you fully, man. And I can't wait. Only a month to go. So less than a month, actually. September 6th.
Yeah, I was gonna say
it's 3 weeks. Oh, I gotta start playing games again. I'm sorry, guys. I apologize. Life has been busy.
Maybe I'm about to prefer that Constellation edition. I can't even lie.
Bro, let me know. I'll go with you. If you go, I'll go. If you men do it, I'll do it. You know what I'm saying? I'll pull it, bro.
I just feel like I don't want to miss out on this shit, bro.
Bro, if you pull it, I will pull it. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I'm being very serious with you right now. Just type Constellation in the chat, and then I'll press button. I'll do it. I'm so serious. But we'll figure it out. Hey man, listen, you know what to type, bro. Just put star emojis. Put the star emoji in a rocket, and I know what it is. That's all you need to know. All you need to tell me. That's all you need to tell me. Just put some star emojis in a rocket. Stars in a rocket. That's all I want. Give me confirmation. But let's move on to the trailer trove. A couple of stories again. We talk about more watchable media and what's been going on in TV movie land outside of the strikes Real quick, I know it's been a minute since we've been talking, but the SAG after strikes have been kicking up and they've been raging on and stuff like that. So we definitely want to say, hey, real talk. Pay them damn people their money. Pay them writers that money. Pay them actors that money. Pay the animators that money, bro. And make sure all the Marvel folks out there voting to unionize soon. Make sure y'all get that unionization money. Do that, please. Unionize and really get on their asses, bro. We really need y'all to stick in, support the strike, do what y'all need to do, look up the guidelines. Y'all need to look up the guidelines. You know what I'm saying? Make sure everything's kosher and do all that. But let's get into our first story about the trailer trove, and that involves Lazarus. Lazarus is just basically a new Adult Swim show from the mind of Shinichiro Watanabe, who is the creator of Cowboy Bebop. And this show looks ridiculous, but on top of Watanabe being a part of the show and creating the show, John Wick director Chad Stahelski has been involved as a fight sequence designer on the show. He's got all the jazz and electronic artists on the score. It's looking absolutely ridiculous. I know me, I got a soft spot for it, but we gonna go to the people, man. Kai, talk to me, man. How do you feel about Lazarus?
Yeah, I think it's gonna be good. I'm proper excited. Obviously, you don't know how I feel about John Wick already, so that's just adding more fire to it. Like, yeah, let's get this all rolling,
bro. I'm aroused, brother. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm very much into this. You already know. You say Cowboy Bebop, and you know what I'm saying, stuff gets.
Wait, like Netflix?
Shut the hell up. Oh my gosh. I swear down. I hate him so much. This guy is the worst. I'm tired of this. How
the original show that launched on Netflix?
Absolutely flaccid. Get away from me. How do you feel about this?
I think it's gonna be pretty dope. I can't wait to see it. I'm so slow to watch TV shows though, so I don't know when I'll get to this. I still have to watch Super Crooks. I think
it's a good thing though. I'm the same.
I don't think it is though, because
shit.
I think that's true. Like I just started watching Baki, like the first season of that show. Like I just finished it today. And like I was enjoying it without having to worry about like spoilers and all that shit. But it's like one of those things where it's like I also hate having the conversation like years down the line, be like, yo, I just saw blah blah blah, and people are like, well, you just saw that, and it's like, all right, bro.
Yeah, I hate it. It's a double-edged, but I feel like either way, you still get to have a good experience.
No,
I feel like
sure.
just being able to binge certain stuff is way better than like doing the weekly anticipation, having a
100%. 100%. That's how I felt about the majority of like Naruto Shippuden. Like honestly, like people were like 100 episodes or so like in front of me, and I by the time that it was more than 100. I didn't know Shippuden started at one point to when it started, or at least I dropped off it because it was like weekly, and then I just binged it all the way up to like a couple episodes before the ending of the show, and I was like, oh, that's perfect. Like I'll just do that and probably wait till the show end and then do it. You know what I'm saying? Like I did it with that. I did it with Assassin's Classroom. I just watched it straight through. It's always good when you just don't have the pressure of trying to watch it weekly. I hate sometimes watching stuff weekly because it's like, yo, you gotta that's a timeline. You gotta mute words. You gotta do all this extra stuff. And I'm like, bro, I'm not protecting the president, bro. I just want to watch the show in peace. You know what I mean? Like it's not that deep. But sometimes again, the timeline makes it that deep because they're gonna spoil you. So I'm glad that this show's coming out, but this is one I will be watching on my own time, irrespective of anybody's opinion or attempt to spoil. I'm gonna make sure I naturally find my way to watch this, whether it be in my own time, whether I binge it and let it cook up, or watch it week by week. Anything Watanabe does solely, not the Netflix show. Anything he does, I will be avidly watching because he's one of the dopest. And again, you got Chad Stahelski on there, so the fight sequence is gonna be absolute crack. And I'm with it. This looks like a really great show. On paper, it looks fantastic. All right, let's get to this topic that I absolutely don't want to talk about, but Wen's here, so I gotta make the joke out of it, man. But talks are starting to sprout up about a sequel to the Tom Holland Uncharted movie. as producer Chris Roven stated, we're definitely looking to make another one of those. It grossed about 400 and something million in the box office, so clearly a possibility. I'll toss it off to Wen first. How do you feel about the multi-use star Tom Holland potentially being another Uncharted film?
I think that the household name, the action film maestro known as Tom Holland would absolutely murder Nathan Drake. He's gonna do an amazing job. No, I'm kidding. I love how he described this shit. He said this the way like I described like making a pretty solid sandwich. Like, oh yeah, I could definitely make another one of these bad boys. Like, sure. Like I remember watching that movie and being like, man, this John is whatever. When I saw it, I immediately thought to myself, like, they're definitely gonna make another one of these, because it was like, it seems so easy. Like they just like, yo, Mark Wahlberg, just be Mark Wahlberg throughout the whole film. Like just say things that you would normally say. It was,
we'll just throw a mustache on him.
Yeah, we'll just throw a mustache. We'll make it vaguely connected to like ancient stuff. Nobody's really gonna question it. I'm not surprised they're making another one, and I will not be watching this in theaters. I will watch it whenever it comes on Netflix, like I did last time.
Give me an Eddie Raja cameo and more, people who are in the actual games cameos, and I'll be okay with it. Honestly, I'm not gonna give any Tom Holland credit just to please Wen's funny bone. I'm not gonna do it. But I wouldn't be. Would I be mad? The worst in the world, the most angry person in the world. They dropped in a sequel for this? Probably not. But again, it wasn't that crazy. It was just a cool, fun movie. They're just lucky I like Uncharted. You know what I'm saying? As a series in general, but it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? This is gonna be better than what's the name? Gran Turismo? Kai? Gonna be better than Gran Turismo?
So hearing sequel to Uncharted makes me want to kill myself. Hearing that Uncharted grossed 400 M's and Gran Turismo only did 10 makes me so want to end my life swiftly. Because they're pulling stuff like Gran Turismo out, which is absolutely amazing. But yet, they want to give those two clowns more money. Hey, man. I have contributed like 90 Great British pounds towards Gran Turismo's 10.7 million.
You feel like you feel obligated to them now, don't you?
I've seen the film 3 times.
Damn. It's really like, I seen the audience score of it too. It was actually kind of crazy.
It's a good film. Like,
damn.
You wouldn't think that this is a PlayStation production. This is a good film.
They're really making me want to watch this, man. Really making me want to watch this bitch.
It's a good film, bro. But Uncharted live action, just recast them, man, and it will be calm. That's what I think.
Yeah, probably. Honestly, but they're never gonna recast Tom Holland. Tom Holland's never gonna get recast.
The thing is, they don't need to recast Tom Holland. It's just, why does he look so? Like, I get he's meant to be young, but why is he so fresh faced? Like, there's no ruggedness to him at all. He's just like a rich dude that knows how to steal. Like,
if The Rock can be in 4 different movies about the jungle and only get some titty sweat on him, what makes you think they're gonna change Tom Holland's face to be more rugged? What makes you think that? Honestly, what makes you think Hollywood is gonna have the wherewithal to do that?
I don't know what they were thinking with Mark Wahlberg.
Now, listen,
he was fighting Transformers with his fists, so logic doesn't apply to him.
We retconned that, didn't we? Did we retcon that?
We've done it so many times. So
okay, listen, I just want to double check it. Just want to double check we retcon that bullshit, man. Oh my gosh, that shit the fuck out of here. Stupid as shit, man. But yeah, I mean, Uncharted is cool. Whatever, it is what it is. But I'm gonna move on to the last topic of the trailer trove here. This was very interesting. The Witcher Netflix series executive producer Tomek Baginski has claimed that the Geralt recasting was inevitable because, quote, The Witcher has already reached the level of Batman, Superman, and James Bond. when speaking to the multiple actor portrayals and the Henry Cavill recasting, of course, for the Hemsworth brother. I completely forgot. Liam. Yeah, it was Liam Hemsworth. So thoughts on this revelation, this claim, The Witcher's on the same level as Batman, Superman, and James Bond. Kai.
What is my blood talking about? Someone slump him, right? What's he talking about? Who wrote this?
Hey, the executive producer, man, he's trying to back the chat, bro. He believes it.
Bro, you know when man get onto like I don't know, like James Cameron.
Yeah.
That's how I feel right now. I want this guy to just fizzle. What are you saying?
Dog.
Batman. Superman. James Blood Clot Bond.
He's on that level, bro. The Witcher's on that level now, I guess.
Bro, that's what I have to say, bro.
Guys, he's on that level now. Now, how do you feel about this, man? Same level as Batman, Superman, and James Bond.
The meat writing is crazy. Like I've never what? Man, you can go up to anybody and be like, yo, is that Superman? And they'll and you can point at something and they'll be like, no, that's not Superman, bro. Because they know what the fuck Superman looks like. Everybody knows who Superman is, Batman is. Dog, I could go to my mom. My mom is an old Dominican woman, bro. I can say Superman and she'll know what the fuck I'm talking about. If I was to look at her and be like, Witcher, she'd be like, what? The fuck is he saying, bro? That's not even a real word.
Bro, get him out.
Bro, when I was a kid, I don't know if you guys had this, but there was, I mean, probably not. But there was a Superman toy. It was just a bar. You just bend.
Oh yeah. No, I know what you're talking about. Actually, I don't know. I'm familiar.
What Witcher toys are they making, bro?
They
making no Witcher. I'm gonna Google it right now. Witcher toys.
I'm gonna keep it a beam. Why is Googling that? Let's be real. Let's be real here. You think of Batman, you know what I'm saying, known all over the world, been a character since, 30s, 40s, popularized probably most likely in the 60s. One of the world's most iconic characters, period. Superman, literally one of the most recognizable characters in history. One of the most recognizable figures on Earth's existence ever. There was a dude in Brazil, I think it was going around making social media rounds. There was a dude in Brazil dressed as Superman, and he was going to schools and stuff like that with the, you know what I'm saying, like saying hi to little kids and stuff, going to hospitals and all that. Immediately recognizable. Old people taking pictures with him, young people taking pictures with him. Superman is a household name. James Bond, since the literal 40s, when Ian Fleming made them damn books, was a household name that's been transformed. Some of the most prestigious actors have played this role and has been getting box office acclaim since the 60s and 70s. Household name. The Witcher, let me put it like this. If Batman, Superman, James Bond, and The Witcher all walked outside, 3 of them are getting recognized and one of them's getting called a racist. You know what I mean? It's a difference.
They're gonna feel going Comic-Con.
Bro. And it's real, but they'll recognize everybody else. They get their point. Yo, you good, bro? You got a tiki torch on you? They're gonna say something crazy to The Witcher. They're not gonna know off rip. And this is no indictment to what the Witcher series has built so far. But you're just not that guy, pal. You're just not that guy.
Absolutely outrageous. The best you can get for Witcher toys is a $15.99 Funko Pop.
That's crazy. All I got is Funkos? Funkos?
I'm seeing figurines that no kid would ever even look at and some Funko Pops.
Bro, y'all gotta step your game up, bro. Chapowski.
These are the figurines you go paint yourself.
Bro, that's crazy. They're telling you to do the work. They're telling you to do the work, bro. I'm telling you, if you put all these people around the common floor, not nobody is gonna name another person outside. 9 times out of 10, you can't name another person outside that main character. You know what I'm saying? Batman, Robin, Superman, Lois Lane, James Bond, Moneypenny, Geralt. Head scratcher.
Hey. But Superman, is he in Fortnite?
Is he? I have no idea.
I think Superman is in Fortnite.
Which is a complete. It probably is easy. Geralt Lucky. The marketing campaign is working because he is in Fortnite. I give him that.
Yeah, Superman is in Fortnite.
Geralt is. I knew Geralt wasn't in Fortnite though. That's fair. I will give you.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
I
was gonna say like maybe he's winning because he's in Fortnite. Superman isn't. But...
Nah, Superman definitely had to be in Fortnite at this point. Nah, there's no way he wasn't, bro. And even if he wasn't, I'm pretty sure the Soldier Boy Superman dance was in there. So technically, Superman is in there because he's Superman that hoe. So there's that. Automatically, it's a different level, bro. When Soldier Boy's making dances and you're mentioned in that dance, you're a different level. Crank that Batman, crank that Superman. All right, James Bond didn't really get a crank, but you know what I'm saying. You know what I mean? Like, Geralt, you're just not that guy. And I love Geralt. I love Geralt. I love the first 2 seasons of The Witcher. But we gotta call facts here, bro. You're just not that level. You're not that level yet. You're not even Master Chief level yet, bro. Like, you gotta chill, son. That's all I'm saying, bro. Yeah, this executive producer, he is unfortunately smoking dust. That is very tough. But let's call it facts here. You didn't. It's not because he's big that you chose to recast him. It's because the entire operation that runs the Witcher Netflix series makes no damn sense. That's why you recast Henry Cavill, because Henry Cavill's understanding. Oh, y'all just don't know how to adapt this thing at all, and y'all just missing the point completely at some stages. Cool, I'm out. You could have just said there was some differences creatively. That's all you had to say and move on. But nah, you had to say this crazy claim, and now we had to cook you, bro. Like, what are they doing? Get real, bro. Get real. Geralt ain't that guy, pal. He's not that guy. Oh my goodness. But with that being said, that's all the notes I got, really. That's pretty much it on this first episode back. There was definitely a lot of stuff that we'll catch up on in the coming weeks, but anything that we might have missed, anything that we didn't catch from this past week or so?
Not that I could think of.
Yeah. We can talk about it next week. All I know is off the top of my head is I remember on this podcast, I was slandered, shamed, and shunned for my opinions on a certain game called the Texas Chainsaw Massacre when people were ignoring it and booting it to the side. So we getting some good pre-reviews, and I wanted to really come through and shine. I'm going to be trying to play it when it releases. I think it's coming out at the end of this week, and if it's as good as people think it is and is saying, I need some. Hey, I'm sorry, I was unfamiliar with the game. I'm gonna need some reconciliation next week. That's all I'm saying. I'm hunting for it. There are 2 people who shall not be named out of 3, but you know what I'm saying. I'm gonna need some comments from them. You know what I'm saying. We gonna talk about it though. We gonna talk about it. That's all I'm saying. Teaser for next week. Make sure y'all there. That's all I need. But that's all we got. Yeah, we gonna take it right to closing notes, man. Before we get up out of here for episode 73. Jeez. Been a long time back, but damn it, we are back. When? What's your closing thoughts for this pod?
Avoid cons. People suck.
Fair. That's fair, man. Kai, bro, what is your closing thoughts for this episode?
If you're tired, sleep deprived, feel like you're working too hard, underpaid, you're doing a good job.
Oh my God. I thought he was gonna go into a commercial for like a drug or something like that, bro. Man, it's a Sudafed, right? I'm like, yo, come on now, bro. Hey. I thought he was gonna list down he was listing down the symptoms like crazy. But that's beside the point. Oh my goodness. My closing notes they are 1, motivational. You're closer than you think, guys. I've been saying this for a good amount of time now. Whatever you're working towards, whatever you're doing, you're closer than you think. Keep going. Don't give up and don't stop for anything. Don't get distracted by nothing. Stay on your purpose. Do your thing. Make sure you drink y'all water. Tell y'all people you love them and keep going. And you know what I'm saying? To help us keep going, which is also a good way to segue, make sure you rate this podcast 5 stars. Again, available on all audio podcast platforms, from Spotify for podcasters, Apple Podcasts, you know what I'm saying, Google, Stitcher Radio, all that good stuff. Just type in No Cooldown, will be right there. And then make sure you check us out, youtube.com/@NoCooldown for all the latest in the news updates, shorts, segments. Again, the full podcast video version, you don't want to miss that. Just some dope content all around. Stay in tune with us. Stay in tune with us there. And again, of course, all of our socials, No Cooldown Pod on Twitter, No Cooldown Podcast on TikTok, No Cooldown Pod on Instagram. I don't even remember if we anywhere else. I completely forgot. You know what I'm saying? Check us out on 4chan. Nah, we're not on 4chan. I'm sorry. We're definitely not there. Don't look for us there because we're not. But with that being said, we're back in the swing of things. Thank you guys so much for staying patient with us. And also, thank you so much for 500 plays on the podcast lifetime, man. I just want to say, clap it up real quick and say thank you guys so much for listening, bro. We've been at this for a little bit, and it's just so dope to see, you know what I'm saying, that we crossed this milestone. And, you know, here's to 500 more, here's to 1,000 more, here's to 10,000 more. You know, just keep listening in, bro. We appreciate every single person who's listened, whether it's been for 30 seconds, for 30 hours, for the entirety of the podcast, half an episode, seeing one guest, two guests, you know what I'm saying? We appreciate it to the moon and back. Thank you so much. And, you know, it's only up from here. It's only up from here. Thank you guys. We love y'all. This has been episode 73 of No Cooldown Podcast. And we are out of there now.